So let me start from here itself. Okay, so first I'll tell you the course curriculum or modules, whatever is covering. So the first module starts with the architecture modeling. So we'll be creating the 3D model in Revit software. After that, from the 3D model itself, we'll be extracting the sheets. That is known as the documentation portion. After creating, then we can take up the estimation. That means from the 3D model itself, we are taking up the estimation. That means how you have created the 3D model, according to that only you'll get the estimation, or you can say you can get the quantities. Next comes the construction modeling. In construction modeling, we can do like if the building is very big and only a particular portion estimation you require, you can use the construction modeling area in order to take the estimation of that particular portion. Or if you want to change the elevation, that means if suppose we are applying different types of roofs in a single building itself, what in other softwares we do, just we take up a copy of that and we draw the roof, different types of roofs in different copied sheets, right? But in this one, what you can do is in the same Revit itself, in the single file itself, we can give different roof styles and we can finalize one and we can use it. So all these comes under the construction modeling. Then comes the visualization with Revit. Visualization with Revit is nothing but we'll be creating the rendered image as well as walkthrough. All these 5 modules will be using the Revit software. Next comes the project review and clash detection. In project, that means, as BIM is very famous or important when you come up with the clashes and all. That means we are bringing together the architecture model, structure model, MEP model together into a single platform. We are checking the clashes. After checking the clashes only, we generate the sheets. So that means from the zero error model, we are generating the sheets. Okay, so that at the time of construction, there won't be any issues, delay because of that clashes and all. Then comes the 4D simulation. 4D simulation is nothing but we can create a simulation video by connecting the project management data as well as the 3D model into a single platform, and then we can create a simulation video for the presentation purpose. That means how we planned it actually, what is actually happening in the site. We can compare these two results and we can create a simulation video. Then comes the quantification. We can use the quantities also from the Navisworks software. All these 3 areas will be working with the Navisworks. Next comes the project management. That is nothing but we'll be using the Primavera software to do the project management area. That means we'll be creating a project. From that, we'll be creating different activities. We'll be assigning the relationship to these activities. We'll be assigning the resources to these activities. We'll be assigning the cost to that particular activity, resource and all. So project management, we can say Primavera will be working with 4D and 5D. In actually BIM, we call 4D as the time and 5D as the cost. Then comes the construction management. For this, we'll be using the Synchro software. It is used for the site work construction, project management, 4D and all. We'll be using this Synchro software. Then comes the facility management and COBI. That and the construction stage, what are the softwares we can use. But after the construction also, that means post-construction stage will be, nowadays it is very important, we call the operation stage and maintenance stages plays very important role. So we can extract the data using the COBI plugin and we can use this for the post-construction stage activities. Then comes the BIM cloud integration. That means we'll be using the BIM cloud integration. That means all the data can be imported into the cloud. We can do the clash detection and everything in the cloud itself. All these you'll be getting cleared once we go with the software demonstration. Let me start with the Revit software. So in this in this course we'll be having Revit, Navisworks, COBI, and ACC. Let me start with the Revit software. So before going on to the demonstration, I'll just tell you some key features of Revit and then we'll be moving on to the Revit software. So these are the key benefits of Revit. First one is parametric modeling. That means if we have a window in our 3D model, Okay, if same type of window is placed in the multiple places. Okay, so if you're changing the width of that particular window or height of that particular window, it will be automatically affected in uh, all the windows what you have placed, or all the same type of windows. Okay, that is known as the parametric modeling. Next comes the work sharing. As you know, different teams will be working together. We can see the architecture team, the structural team, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. All the teams will be working together in a single model. That means single model will be shared with all those and they'll be working it together. That is known as the work sharing. Then comes the families. Families are nothing but the components of the project what we are doing. That means we can call it as doors, windows, furnitures, and columns, beams. All these are known as the families. We are having so many families by default when you download the Revit software itself, or if you want, you can create the families also, so that we can use that particular object or that particular family in all the projects. Next comes the schedules. We can take up the quantities and everything, or we can take up the quantities and schedules from the model. Then comes the views. That means we can extract the plan, elevation, section, 3D views from the created 3D model. Then comes the documentation. Documentation, we can create different types of sheets like general arrangement drawings, then request RFA drawings can be generated. All the kind of drawings what you want, you can generate it from the model itself. Then in this itself, we are having different types of analysis also. We can go for the energy analysis. If any architect is there, they know about the energy analysis, they can use that energy analysis platform is there. And if civil related background people are there, then you know what is structural analysis and all. So we have different structural analysis software called plugin called RoboStructure Analysis in the Revit itself for the analysis and design. You can use that. Then comes the Revit to IFC export. As I told you while taking, if you take up the structural part, you know, as I told you that RoboStructure Analysis is there in the Revit software, but generally we use StatPro, ETABS and all. So we can export this created 3D model into IFC model, and you can take up that into ETABS or any other analytical softwares. So these are the key features of Revit. Now I'll open the software and I'll show you the software. So this is the basic interface, first interface of software. You can see we are having a model option as well as a family option on the left side. So model is nothing but the project what we are going to create, and families are nothing but the components of that particular project. So I'm taking up a new project and I'm selecting a template from this. You can see this is the Revit software main interface. Okay, so you can see if you are using AutoCAD software and all, you'll be seeing line, construction line, trim, all those components. That means 2D elements are visible, right? So instead of in 3D also we are having extrusion, cut and all. We are not having a direct building components like that. But in this we are having the direct building components like walls, doors, windows, everything is there, stairs, ramp, railing, everything is there. So we are taking up a component or a tool directly and modifying it according to our requirement, and then we are placing it in our project. So let me now set the units to the centimeters. Okay, so in Revit actually we'll be working with the levels. So I'll just create the levels. So I'm creating a level at 45 centimeter from the ground level so that I can use it as PL, plinth level, and we'll take this as the base one as the ground level and the top one I'm using it as the plinth level. So from the plinth level I'm considering the lintel level as 210 from the plinth level. So I'm just going to create this is the plinth lintel bottom level. From the lintel bottom, I'm taking a 15 centimeter height as the lintel top. Just renaming it as LB, I'm considering it as lintel bottom. And this one is lintel top, I'm considering it as LT. Okay, now I'll just take 300 from the plinth level as my roof bottom. So this is my roof bottom. I'm naming it as RB. And I'll take one more level at a 10 centimeter height from the roof bottom. Let me name it as RT. So I'm just now work with a single floor plan. So I have just created a single story levels. Now I'll start modeling my wall. Okay. So my wall starts from my plinth level. So I'm taking up the wall option here. From wall, I'm taking the wall architecture. Let me create a wall of brick and plastering. So I'm taking 20 centimeter thick brickwork and I'm inserting plastering on the either sides of 1.5 centimeters each. So you can see the material is also applied here. Okay, you can see the brick material is already applied here. And if you want the plastering, you can directly use the material which is available in this. So I'm just taking up the plastering material. So I have created a wall type which I want. I'll just show you the preview if you want. You can see this is the plan view. Okay, brick at the center and on the either sides we are having the plastering. So now I'll just my wall starts from the plinth level and it should end up to the lintel bottom. So this is the level lintel bottom. I'll be using just use a single room like this. Okay. Now if I change my detail level to fine, you can see my plastering and everything will be visible in this. Hatch pattern is also included in this. When you're working with AutoCAD and all, you need to model the wall, draw the lines using the walls, and then you have to use the hatch pattern. But in this, we don't require all this. It will automatically come because already we have applied the material at all. So on the top of this, let me add up the the lintel. Okay, so I'm creating that material. I'm changing the brickwork to concrete. Okay, I have modeled the lintel also. Now I'll come to I'll be on the lintel top, you'll be having again the brickwork, right? So I'll be using the same wall that we have created before and we'll model the rest of the box. Now I'll show you the 3D view here. In the 3D view, I'm changing it to realistic. You can see the realistic view. You're having the wall, again the lintel, at the top again you're having the walls. Okay, now let me place some windows and all. So, windows. See, you're having a load family option. That means when you go here, what happens is you can directly
You're inaudible, ma'am. Your voice has been lost.
Yes, Rishikesh. Yeah, the ma'am is facing some network issue. She will be joining as soon as possible. Right back. Till that time, we can understand what is BIM by one of our video.
Sir, you are not audible. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay. Screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is visible.
Okay. So I was placing some windows here. I'm just continue placing that windows. Okay. Next, let me take up one door. I'll take up this door. Again, in this also, you can go to the load family option in order to use any different type of doors and all. So I'll use the same one. I'm just changing the name as D1. And I'll take the height as 210 and width as 100. Okay. I'll use the same one and place it here. Now I'll show you the 3D view. Okay, you can see the 3D view.
Sorry to interrupt you,
Yes.
Sujisha ma'am. Can you use the presenter mode?
Yeah. What happened? Hello, Hitesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I did not get you. Can you come again?
Yeah, I was telling you, can you use the presentation mode?
Actually, this is a software presentation. What is the issue?
So that other can see the whole thing very clearly. That's why.
Now is this clear?
Okay, ma'am, not an issue.
Okay.
Hidesh, actually, this is not a PPT presentation. That's why the maximum is that can be given to a software development. If you are presenting on a PPT, you can do the maximum mode.
Actually, it is not a PPT. It is directly a software presentation. I have just taken the introduction portion only in the PPT. Is that fine? Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. Okay, so in the same way, you can model the plinth, the floors, roof, and all. Okay, let me just take you all to the roof also. Let me take the roof bottom. Okay, let me take up the roof. Okay, just I'm giving an overhang of 10 centimeter outside. So you can see I have already placed the roof. Okay, the same way we can continue rest of the things also. So now I'll show you different views. If you want the front view, if you come to the south elevation, you can see the front view. So this is the front view. Now, if you want the floor plan, you can take up the PL level. So you'll getting the floor plan. Okay. Now, if you want to take up the section, from this you can directly pick point like this, section line. So this is the sectional 3D, sectional view, which you can directly place in the sheets and all. Okay. In the same way, if you want to place the 3D view in the sheets, you can take up this view and place it into the sheets. I'll just show you that one. So I have taken a A1 sheet, which is already available in this. So let me take up and place the floor plan. Okay. Okay, now I'll take up the sheets. You can use, see, my plan view is there. If you want the section view, we have already done that section. I can pick it from here and directly place it here. Okay, I can hide all these. Okay, I have not done all that. You can hide everything and you can use that one. If you want the elevation, you can use the south view. You can use the elevation. And if you want the 3D view, you can use that also. You can just place it like this. You can hide and everything. Okay, you can do everything. So if you want to change the scale of this plan or any one of this, you can just select this, and from here you can change the scale and everything. Okay, for the individual views or plans, you can just change it and you can use it. Now let me show you the estimation portion. So I will show by taking the wall estimation. I'll just show you. So I'll take see within 2 clicks, I'm getting the total. That means what are different types of walls are mentioned here and the quantities of all that. We can sort according to our requirement. We can get the subtotal and everything. We are getting the total quantity of brickwork here. Here we are having the concrete option. Here again the brickwork. Sorry. So in this way you can take up the estimation. Okay. So do you have any doubts in Revit software? I'll show you with a completed model. Anyone, any doubts with the Revit software?
No, ma'am. Right now we are okay with it.
Okay, I'll show you a completed model. That was a basic introduction. Now I'll show you a sample Revit model. It is getting open, just a second. Actually, this is a completed Revit file. Okay, so this is a rendered image, what is placed here. You can see the 3D view of this. So you can do the landscaping and
Ma'am,
everything.
please enlarge your screen.
Is it okay? Okay, you can.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks.
Okay, so you can do the landscaping and everything. Okay, so everything is there. Components are also placed in this one. If I take any one of the levels, you can see the components. So,
Hi, madam. So, I just have a doubt here.
okay.
So, like, there are different multiple levels on the landscaping. So, the contour map also can be integrated into this.
Yes, yes, you can get the contour map wherever you want to place the building. There you can flatten it up so that you'll be getting the complete fill and what is the cut required, what is the amount of fill required, everything you'll be getting. You can import the contour data and start it from the scratch itself.
Oh, great, great. Thank you.
Okay. So in this, you can see different elements are already placed in L1 level, in the L2 levels also. Since it is a heavy structure, it is taking up some time. Okay, you can see different at different levels, different floor plans have been placed. We take the parking option. So this is the parking area. So in this way, already sheets are also created in this sample drawing. You can see the sheets are placed here. First floor, second floor, third floor. Okay, if you want the building sections also, the section is also taken up. The different sections are also taken up. So that means what is the main importance is we have created the model, we have created the sheets, we have done the estimation and everything. So after that, the client says that I don't want this W2 window here. I want a W3 window instead of W. So when you change that color window in any one of the views, it will automatically, the estimation also in the brickwork and all, it will change. In the sheets also, it will be getting automatically updated. So that is the main importance of using Revit. Is it clear? Can I move on to the other software?
Ma'am, is there a augmented reality or a virtual reality integration to this in the BIM software?
You can use augmented reality. From this, you can export the file and you can use it.
Okay, will that be .obj or something like that? Will it retain all the details like
You need to
the server
export it as
information?
.ifc, and then you need to, yes, yes. If you export it as a .ifc file, it will maintain all the details.
Okay.
Okay, shall I move on to the Navisworks software? Okay,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So this is the Navisworks software. Actually, Navisworks software, we mainly use it for the clash detection. So let me open up a new file. So this is a new file. I'll show you the simulation and the clash detection using the Navisworks. Okay. Now I'm bringing up a small model into this. I'm having an architectural model. So this is the architecture model. Okay, a small one. Okay. So in this, we are having an option for the timeliner. That means here you can create a 4D simulation. Okay, so here if you want, you can add up a task. We can call it as maybe the plinth construction. Okay, when is the starting date? When is the ending date? This is planned start and planned end. If you are having the actuals also, you can apply the actuals also, so that you can get the difference between the planned and the actuals. Then what is the type of task? Is it a construction or demolition or a temporary kind of structure? If it is a construction, you can give that option for the construction. And from here, you can attach this. Okay, so I'm just taking up an option here. So see, from when you can import any file, like if you're having an IFC file, you can import it to this, or Revit file can be imported. Okay, so if you take up different levels, see, all the things are already available. From here, you can directly select it. Okay, so whichever one you want to attach, you can just select it and attach. So this is the plinth. If suppose I'm going to attach this to this particular activity, from here I can just attach to this. So that now what I'm doing, I'm attaching the project management data with the 3D model. And using this, if you're having a project management data from the Primavera or anything, or MSP, you can just import it to this and you can link that project management data with this 3D model. Okay, then you can create the simulation video from here. I'll just show you the simulation video which I have prepared. The left, you can see the time schedule, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. That is depending upon the project management data, what we have given, and that is linked with the 3D model. So what is happening is also mentioned here. What is that particular activity is mentioned at the bottom. Reinforcement for column, retaining wall and shear wall. You can see how much percentage of concreting is completed. Everything will be coming in the left portion. So a 4D and 5D details can be done using this 4D simulation.
So I just have a doubt till the time the simulation is done.
Okay.
So this the percentage complete is always a manual entry, right? So is there
Yes.
any way that can be integrated from the site, like the automatic updates are getting
No. You need to
posted
enter
here?
No. You need to enter the actual percentage of completion, or otherwise you need to give the date of completion so that it will automatically calculate the percentage of completion.
Okay, then there is a possibility of human error always, right?
Yes. But
Mm.
that cannot be extracted directly. Like you need to plan it properly, then you can check the videos. Like this is actually planned according to the planning stage. We have created the simulation video. So while the planning stage itself, if you check the video, you can see whether we are going on correctly or wrongly. So after that, you can enter the actual what is actually happening in the, that means on what date exactly it started in the site. You can mention that particular date, but you need to give the actual entry as well as the completion also. According to that only, it will give up the percentage of completion. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the simulation video that we can create it from here. So now to this one, I'll be linking up my structural and MEP model. So this is my structure model for the same one. It is linked now. From here, you can see my structure model is linked. If you select this one, you can see the columns, beams, and everything is linked. Now I'll merge it with the MEP model. Okay, here we are having a small MEP component. Now I'll run the clash. Okay. So I'm running the clash between the structure and MEP. You can see different clashes are there. 8 clashes are there. You can see between a beam and a HVAC component, MEP component. So you can see at what level it is there, what is the grid number and everything. And you can ask your MEP or the structural, definitely structural cannot be changed. You can ask your MEP clients to reroute that one so that there won't be any clash. So in this way, you can export this clash report and give it to them so that they will understand according to this level and the grid, they'll understand where the component is and they can resolve this error. And then you can prepare a zero error model. After that, we'll be extracting the documents, sheets. Is it clear what is the use of Navisworks? Actually, this is a small project, but we can use it for the heavy projects also. In the same way, we'll be getting the number of clashes and everything. You can just export it and give it to the MEP modelers or the structural modelers. Is it clear about the Navisworks?
So we have to mark the clashes on the drawing. I mean,
No,
2D drawing, and then we have to inform to the
no,
relevant agency or whomsoever is working
no.
on it.
No. From this itself, we can export this data. Okay, this data can be exported directly as an Excel. So from this Excel, they can understand because they have created the levels and they have created the grid lines also. So they can easily understand where the clash is. No need to take up any markup or anything. You can directly send this report. They will easily understand. You can export this result.
Can you show what will be the type, I mean, the format or output which is generated in export?
Okay, here we are having an option for the result. You can directly export it as Excel format. So what are the things you require? You can just add from here, and you can just XML format is there. You can just export it. Write report. It will directly give it as an XML report, or from this you can take it as text. Text also you can take it. Is it okay?
Yes. Can you just download and show how will be the final report?
I think the viewport will be good enough to understand where it is to locate.
See, in this way you can get the images if you are exporting it as XML file. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm exporting it as text file. So you can get the clash one, where it is and everything, you'll be getting it. Clash point, this is the point where the clash is. This is a grid number and everything. So grid number is there. What is the level is there. So what is the clash? See, you can see the clash one. The first item is the concrete rectangular block beam, and the second one is the rectangular duct. This is the first clash what is shown there. If you come to the second one, you can see this is the next clash report that is also between the rectangular beam and the duct. So in this way, it will show you which one is the grid location and what is the level. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just show you the presentation. So in this, so I have just explained the clash detection and the 4D simulation. So the key features of Navisworks are we can combine all the models into a single platform. It need not be the Revit model itself. You can take up the Civil 3D model, SketchUp model, Revit model, and everything. You can just use. If you're having any model with IFC also, you can use that one. Then you can do the clash detection. We have checked that one. We can do the 4D simulation. We have shown that one. Next comes the quantification. That means from the 3D model itself, you can take up the quantities, measurements, and everything. And you can do the walkthroughs and everything. And you can just go inside that building and you can just look around and you can see the components and everything also. That is review and visualization tools. Next comes the key features of project management, that means Primavera P6. So in this project management software, what we'll be doing is we'll be planning, we'll be applying the resources to that, then we'll be scheduling it, and we can do the tracking. So I'll show you the Primavera software. So take the same one. Just a second, it is getting loaded. So in the project management, sorry, the P6 project management P6 will be first creating the enterprise project structure. So what is the enterprise, how the hierarchy of the enterprise is there, we can create that enterprise hierarchy. Then comes the organizational breakdown structure. That means how the organization is breakdown and everything we can create, and what kind of projects the particular company is doing. All those we can just create it as a hierarchy, and after that you can add up particular project to that particular EP, enterprise project structures. Okay, so already one enterprise project structure is created. I'm directly creating a project now, giving the name as PR1 and the project name as project 1. Okay, so after that you can assign a calendar to that one. So from here, the defaults tab, you can assign a calendar. So some default calendars are there. You can use that. You can modify it according to your requirement. You can create a calendar and keep it so that you can assign it to that particular project. Then I'll open that project. Now I'll add some activity to this particular project. So I'm just giving the activity name as A. Okay, here my original duration is there. I'm just taking it as 5 days. Okay, you can set whether if you want in days or months or anything, you can just set it up. Now it is in days. Okay, now I'll just add up some more. There are 5 activities. Okay, I'm giving the name as B, C, D, and E. Okay, I can assign the relationship also. So for B, I'm giving the relationship as A, and for C, just I'm giving the previous one only. You can apply multiple also. For the C, I'm giving the predecessor as D as C and E as D. I can just get the schedule. You can see the now my activity is there when it starts and when it ends and all. Now for these activities, you can add up the resources. So we have different types of resources here. So if you pin up one, you can see different types of resources are there. Labor is there, material is there, non-labor is there. So if you want to apply, create a resource as a labor, you can give the labor and can you give the price also here. Now it is showing in dollars. You can change it to rupees and you can apply the amount, what you are going to plan to give it for 1 day. Then what is the cost of that? How much, how many labors, that particular labors are available with us, we can give the maximum units per time. That means per day, how many labors you're having. You can apply it here. And the next type, when you see the labor is there, if you want to give, you can apply the materials also. So when you come to the materials, you can give the units option. That means it may be in tons or packets, like that. You can give the units of measure, and what is the cost of per unit, you can apply it here, and what is the quantity or number you're having per day. Per day, how much, if you are taking it as packets, per day, how many packets are available with us, if you're taking an example of cement. So the next one, what you're having is non-labor. If you're taking up JCB for your construction, you can take it up for per hour. If you are charging for the JCB, you can give the units as per hour. What is the cost per hour? And you can give how many JCBs are available with us per day. Then you can apply it to these activities. So from here, if you take up any one of the activities and go to the resources tab, you can add the resource. So to what is the actual requirement? That means for doing this B activity, what is the labor? How many labors are required? You can just give it in the option budgeted units per time. You can see here you'll be having the budgeted units per time option also. Default units per time you can take. You can, from this you can apply budgeted units per time is there. So that means per day, how many, suppose you are considering it as mason, how many masons you require for completing this activity, that is for per day. Okay, you can apply, then you can get it directly from here. So from that you can see the start and finish dates are there. From this you can add up the actual start and actual finish in order to enter the actual dates. The same way, what is the actual cost for that particular activity and all. If anything is changing, you can apply it everything here and you can get the complete. That means this project management thing works using the critical path method. You'll be getting a Gantt chart view according to that, and you can export it as, and you can use it. Is it clear? This is a basic intro on project management. Hopefully you understood. If you want, you can tell me. I can add up some more things if you want. Anything?
It's fine. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we have discussed Primavera. Next comes the Synchro software. Actually, it is a product developed by the Bentley. In this, we can do the 4D simulation, as I already explained you what the 4D simulation is, and we can use the construction planning and sequencing, and we can do the safety analysis and all. Then we can do the project tracking. Then we can integrate the project management data with the 3D model and all. I'll explain this using video. So you can see here, I can import any of the 3D model. That need not be a Revit model only. We can take up any of the models. So all the things will be exported just like how you have seen the Navisworks software. So if you are not having a 3D model also, if you have PDFs, use it for the simulation purpose and all. So this is an example of that. So if you're having the project management data, maybe in the XML format or the Primavera format, you can just import it, or from here itself, you can create the project management data. So if you're modifying any project management data which you have already imported, you can modify it and you can export it to the same platform if you require. So now we are attaching, now it is attaching the model with the project management data. You can select it like this, or otherwise if a structure is a heavy one, then you can use different filters and all you can create and you can attach it to this one. So that for the selection and all, it will be easy. So after doing all these, we can directly export it to the cloud. Okay, when you export it to the cloud, they can directly, that means the person who are standing at the site, they can use that project, they can just visualize it using their mobile or tablet, no need of any software or anything. They can just zoom it out and they can start their works at their individual places and all. No need of any software or anything with them. So this is actually how to set up the 4D project. In the same way, you can optimize the, your schedule, as well as you can monitor and control the schedules using the Synchro software. Next comes the COBE. Actually, as I told you, we are having 3 different stages in the construction, that is pre-construction, construction, and post-construction. So in the post-construction stage, operations and maintenance plays a very important role. Right. So whatever data you want to, that means we can say it as asset management data and all. That means we can give all the data in the Revit software itself. That means from where, if you are using some lift kind of thing, then you can just select that lift and apply and give from where you have purchased, what is the duration of the servicing, and regarding all these data can be applied or can be fed up in the Revit software itself. From that Revit software, we'll be extracting that using some Excel format, which is just similar to the image shown here. You can just export it as an Excel format, and from that you can just use that Excel in order to do the facility management, operations and maintenance. You can use that particular data. So it is just a plugin. Kobe is just a plugin. It will extract the data from the Revit to the Excel format. So that is about the Kobe. Next comes the ACC, that is Autodesk Construction Cloud. In this, we can import the data. That means first one is common data environment. That means we can save how we are using OneDrive and all. You can use this ACC software. But in this, that just an example. Okay, that is just an example. As I told, that is just an example, not exactly like what OneDrive, but we can use that. That means we can give access to limit the access to the particular persons and all. I'll show you that one. Then comes the collaboration and coordination. You can directly, if you're having a master file in your ACC, you can take up that master file, and different modelers can sit together and sit at different places and use that central model, and they can work on it. They can view it also. If you don't have their Navisworks or Revit software, they can view it in the cloud platform itself. If you are having any clashes and all, if you are, you can check the clashes and all in that one itself. If you're having any, that means at site at the time of construction also, you can use that particular ACC, and you can just go through the 3D model. And if you are facing any, that means if you want some RFI, or if you want to specify some issue is there at that particular area, then you can just mark up in that, and it will be notified to the person to which that ACC or that project is linked. So that from the office itself, they'll be giving you the directing you what to do, so that they'll just clear that one issue. They'll be rectifying that issue by giving a short note on that, so that the site engineer will understand and he will be continuing the work. So it will be, they'll be getting the notification when he resolves that one. Again, the project site engineer will be getting that particular notification, so that they'll be doing it, the work will be going on time. So I'll show you the ACC. So this is the Autodesk Construction Cloud platform. So if you want, you can just create a project here. You can give the name. I'm giving the name as some office, and you can just give the account type, and project I'm giving it as an office. Just I clicked on the create project. Now my project is created. Okay, you can add the members here. So I'm just adding up a member here. Okay. So how many members you want, you can just add up here. Here you're having the roles option. Okay, what is his role? What is the last name, company details and all, you can give it here. And the access, we are having two different access options here. That is project administrator. If you're giving him as a project administrator, then he can access, that particular person can access the complete project. That means if you are sharing, if you are creating the folders as a project name as well as MEP, structural, architecture as different folders, all these folders can be accessed by the project administrator. If you're marking him as a project member, then he can only give, that means if you are giving access to the architecture folder only, then only he can take up the architecture option. Architecture folder, he will get access to the architecture folder only. So I'm giving it as a project member. I'm just sending the invite, so that he'll be getting an invite to his mail, and then he'll join this project. Okay, I'll show you the document management portion now for the demo. So from here, you can add the subfolders. Okay, I'm just adding the subfolders as maybe architecture. Okay, one more subfolder as mechanical, and one more subfolder as structure. Okay, to the architecture, if you want to set from here, you can go to the permission settings. And from here, if he accepts your permission, then he'll be, from here, you can add the member to that one, to this particular project. Okay, I have given the name as project. Okay. I am giving the permission level. At what kind of permission level you can give? That means view, he can only just view. View and download option is there. View, download, publish markups are there. So whichever option you want, you can just take it up from here. For time being, I'm giving it as view and download, and I'm adding him. So he can view it and download this particular folder, architecture folder only. He cannot use the mechanical or the structure. Okay. So for this architectural model, if you want to upload the files from here, you can take up the file from here, any of the files. Okay. So I'm just taking up this. Okay, that folder is uploaded. That file is uploaded. I can just get the same way I can upload to this. If you're having a central model here, okay, you can directly work in the Revit. You can just use it in Revit also. You can work it. If you're updating it, if you are linking the ACC with the Revit, then what happens is if you're doing any modification in the Revit, it will be automatically shown in ACC that the file has been modified. So you can just use that one modified version, and you can continue the work. That means when an architect completes the model, the architect will be sharing that model in the cloud with the structural engineer and MEP engineer. Sometimes that architect may change the plan or something. So at that time, when he changed that plan, it will be automatically shown that the model is been updated or modified. The architect and the structural engineer, MEP engineers and the structural engineers will get the notification. From that, he can just reload that file so that all the modifications will be affected to their model, and they can continue their work. This is about ACC. So is it clear about the technical area? Any doubts in the technical area? Okay. So this course is actually for the 6 months program. In this 4 months will be the training, and the last 2 months you'll be having with the internship and all. So the certificates what you'll be receiving is from the Autodesk, and you'll be having the Autodesk certified user certification, Deadly Badge certification, and the internship certificate also. So this is all about the construction management in BIM. So if you have any doubts, we can discuss.
Yeah, anyone have any doubt can open up right now. Hello.
Sir, how much this course will cost?
Yeah, Swarupa ma'am, I'm coming to that point. I will be getting connect with you for that.
Okay.
Yep. Any other doubt?
No.
Who will be giving the training? Autodesk or by you?
The training will be given by the Autodesk certified trainers who will be performing all the training sessions.
Is this online or offline sessions?
Sorry?
Is this going to be online or offline?
So we have both modules.
Okay.
We conduct online and offline too.
Where will be the offline classes conducted?
Oh, I'm coming to that. We'll be discussing in next slide. Hello, anyone having any other doubt? Shall we continue? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, please continue.
so we would like, yeah, please continue. Yeah, okay. So let's continue. So at Parivartan Training and Development Institute, we are the uh, we are the exclusive partners of BIMLABS Global, and in Thane, we we are providing this all training regarding the BIM, the actual what is a BIM. We are trying to get we are trying to reach till persons who need a BIM informations and training. So we deal in civil, electrical, mechanical, MAP, okay, and architectural project. So we have 3 months of program, okay. So in 3 months of program, who are already working and who are experts and need a certification or want to learn this software, those who know AutoCAD, they can enroll in this program. Okay, so certificates are provided from Autodesk itself, the company who creates the software. So upon that, we also providing the Bentley and Trimble software certifications. Okay, so same for the 6 month program. This program is for all freshers who are, or no matter who are working or want to start this course as a fresher, they can enroll in this course. Okay, for any of the inquiry you having right now, please scan the scanner and please raise the inquiries, or you can contact us on 9029129180, and you can see our address. It is in Thane West, near the station. You can visit here also. So thank you all for the being part of today's workshop, which was construction management. I hope these sessions gave you valuable insight into how building information modeling is reshaping the way construction project and planned coordination and executed form. Hello.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thanks a lot.
Uh,
Thanks
yeah.
a lot.
Anyone having any question can raise the question.
Right
What
now,
will be the timing?
Timings are flexible, sir. Hello.
okay. So fees and all, we have to contact you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got it. Fine, sir. Thanks a lot.
Oh, and one more thing, and this coming Saturday, we are having the another workshop. How the BIM works in interior.
Okay.
It will be fully based on the interior work. Hope all of you have joined our WhatsApp group. All the updates we are putting in that group, so you will be get updated in that. All the PPT and everything supporting documents we will be sharing in that WhatsApp group. Those who are
Fine,
not
sir.
joined, I request you to join that group. Thank you everyone.
Hi, thank you, team. Thanks.